Hello students, this is Amardeep Singh, your IT teacher, and today we are going to continue with the same chapter, conditional statements in Python. And the topics that we'll discuss today are nested if statement, abbreviated or shorthand if statement in Python. So let's start with the topics. Nested if statement. As the name indicates, that if statement defined inside the body of another statement is called a nested if statement. Here we are having syntax of using nested if. This one is the parent if statement, and the else portion of that if statement. If this condition is false, then the control will move to this statement block 3, and if the condition is true, then control will enter into this section. Then here we are having a nested if statement, the if statement defined inside the body of this if statement as a sub statement. So it will also work in the same way. For example, if the condition is true, then statement block 1 will execute. If the statement is false, then the statement block 2 will execute. And after that, the control will will exit from this if statement. Here we are having flowchart of this nested if statement. Here we are having a parent if statement. Then, if this condition is false, then the statement block 3 will execute and the program will be stopped. If the condition is true, then the control will enter into the body of this statement, if section of this statement. Then, inside this if statement, again we are having a nested if statement. If this condition is true, then control will move to statement block 1, and after the execution of this block, the control will move to this location and the program will be stopped. If the condition is false, then statement block 2 will be executed, and the control will move to this point and the program will be stopped. So next we'll start with a code example. We'll write a code to print largest between given three numbers. So let's start with this one. We have already discussed and solved the same problem by using ladder if statement in previous session also. So this one is the use of ladder if statement to find out the largest between given three numbers, and now we'll do the same program, will perform the same logic by using nested if statement. So let's start with this one. So in here we are checking if a is greater than b and a is greater than c, then the value of a will be the largest. So that means system have to check both of the condition, and after that system will print this message if both of the condition will be true. So but by using nested if statement, I'll complete this if statement here, and as a nested if statement I'll define another condition. So here we are having nested if. So system will check this condition if the value of a is greater than b. If this condition is true, only then the system will check if the value of a is greater than c or not. So if both of these conditions will be true, then the system will print that the value of a is the largest value. So this one is known as a nested if statement. So next, if this condition is false, when this condition will be false? If the value of b is greater than a. So that means this condition has been already checked by system, and in next condition we only have to check if the value of b is greater than c, and it will prove that the value of b is the largest. If a is not largest and b is not also largest, then the c will be the definite the largest value. Save this code, and now Run the same code, enter the first number 12, 4 and 56. Save again, press F5. 45 is the largest value. Then next, again run same code to check that again. 78. Now you can check 78 is the largest value. So in this way we can use nested if to perform the same logic. But the use of nested structures is not suggested in normal situations because a nested structure or nested if or nested loops or also anything which is used as a nested will always increase the complexity of a program. So if we, as a programmer, you are having a solution to avoid using nested if or nested for or anything nested object, then you should avoid that because a nested structure always increase the complexity of a program. Next we'll discuss about abbreviated or shorthand if statement in Python. Abbreviated or shorthand if statement allows to test a condition in a single line, replacing multi-line if-else only. It works as an operator known as ternary operator because it contains three expressions. One is condition, second one is statement if condition is true, third one is statement if the condition is false. As we discussed earlier in the chapter operators and expressions, we are having two categories. One is binary operators, second one uh, unary operator. Unary operator means that make use of a single operand, and binary operator means that make use of two operands. And we are also having a third category which is known as ternary operator. Ternary operator is that operator that make use of three operands. So abbreviative or shorthand if statement is also known as a ternary operator in Python because it makes use of three expressions, three operands as expressions. Here we are having a syntax of abbreviated if statement. One here we are having expression one, that means the statement one that you want to return if the condition is true. Then next we are having a conditional expression that will compare two operands. Then next we are having expression 2 that will be returned by this statement if the condition is false. Here we are having an example. We have assigned the result of this expression to x. So we are having expression 1 that is hello if a greater than b, else by. So that means if this condition is true, then this statement will return hello and store that value into this variable. And if this condition is false, then this value will be stored into x. In here we can also define numeric values. You can also write here 100, 200. So in this way you can use abbreviated or shorthand if statement as a ternary operator in Python. So let's start with a code example to demonstrate abbreviated or shorthand if statement in Python. So first of all, I'll get a number from user, input, enter a number or anything that you want to get from user. I'll get a number. Then I'll check if the value of a is greater than 100, then it will print hello, otherwise bye. So let print hello if a greater than 100. That means if the value of a is greater than 100, then the hello will be stored into else bye. So print x, save the code, run that one. If I'll input 23, that means it is less than 100. Then the result is by. And if I'll give some another value, then it will print a hello. Then next, we can also do some valuable calculation also. For example, if you want to check if the given number is even or odd by using this statement, then the condition is a percentage 2 equals to 0. That means after dividing a with 2, if the remainder of that calculation is 0, that means the number is completely divisible. So that means that is even. You can write number is even. If the condition is false, then number is odd. So in this statement, if this condition is true, then it will be this value will be stored into x, and if the condition is false, then this value will be stored into x. Then after that you will print the value of x. So 12, as we know that 12 is an even number, then we have to check number is even. Again, try to run again. I'll enter 15. 15 is an odd number, then the number is odd. So in this way you can also perform some basic calculations or basic logics by using this abbreviated or shorthand if statement. It is also known as ternary operator in Python. So that is all about this lecture, and even this chapter also. If you people are having any doubt related to this complete chapter, that means simple if statement, if else statement, ladder if statement, nested if statement, abbreviated if statement, then you people can contact me anytime. Thank you very much.